Planet Earth, a tapestry of life, is home to a remarkable diversity of creatures, including us, humans. We share this planet with a vast array of wild animals, each species playing a crucial role in the intricate web of life. The relationship between humans and wild animals is ancient and complex, a delicate balance between admiration and conflict. For millennia, humans lived in relative harmony with nature, respecting the boundaries between our world and the wild. However, as human populations grew and our footprint expanded, so too did our impact on the natural world. Today, the relationship between humans and wild animals is increasingly characterized by conflict, a consequence of our growing demands and their shrinking habitats. This essay delves into the multifaceted relationship between humans and wild animals, exploring the causes and consequences of both direct and indirect confrontations. We will examine the vital role of conservation in mitigating these conflicts and emphasize the importance of fostering coexistence for the well-being of all species, including our own. The future of life on Earth depends on our ability to find ways to live in harmony with the wild creatures that share our planet. Direct conflicts, often dramatic and immediate, involve physical encounters between humans and wild animals. These encounters can range from chance meetings to deliberate confrontations, each with potentially serious consequences for both parties involved. One of the most common causes of direct conflict is human-wildlife conflict, fueled by our encroachment into wild spaces. As we expand our cities, towns, and agricultural lands, we inevitably fragment and reduce the habitats available to wild animals. This encroachment forces animals into closer proximity to humans, increasing the likelihood of encounters. These encounters can result in various outcomes, none of them ideal. Wild animals may attack humans, perceiving them as threats to their young, territory, or food sources. Conversely, humans may injure or kill animals out of fear, self-defense, or to protect livestock and crops. In some cases, direct conflicts can escalate into cycles of retaliation, leading to further casualties and deepening the divide between humans and wild animals. Beyond the immediacy of direct confrontations lies a more subtle but equally significant form of conflict, indirect conflict. This type of conflict arises from competition over shared resources and habitat, often playing out over extended periods with far-reaching consequences. As human populations continue to swell, so too does our demand for land, water, and other natural resources. We clear forests for timber and agriculture, dam rivers for hydroelectric power, and extract minerals from the earth, often with little regard for the needs of wildlife. This relentless exploitation of natural resources leaves wild animals with shrinking habitats and dwindling resources, intensifying competition for survival. The consequences of indirect conflicts are often less visible than those of direct encounters, but no less severe. Habitat loss and fragmentation are primary drivers of biodiversity loss, pushing countless species towards extinction. Moreover, competition for resources can lead to starvation, disease outbreaks, and increased vulnerability to predators, further threatening the survival of wild populations. Section 4. The conservation connection: mitigating human-wildlife conflicts. In the face of escalating human-wildlife conflicts, conservation emerges as a beacon of hope, offering strategies to mitigate tensions and promote coexistence. Conservation efforts encompass a wide range of approaches, from protecting and restoring habitats to fostering understanding and tolerance among human communities. One of the most effective ways to reduce conflicts is to maintain or create buffer zones between human settlements and wild areas. These buffer zones, often in the form of national parks, wildlife reserves, or community-managed forests, provide wild animals with safe havens and reduce the likelihood of encounters with humans. Another crucial aspect of conflict mitigation is promoting responsible human behavior in and around wild areas. This includes educating communities about wildlife behavior, encouraging the use of bear-proof garbage cans and electric fencing to deter animals from human settlements, and implementing strict regulations against poaching and the illegal wildlife trade. Section 5. Coexistence, a shared future for humans and wildlife. The ultimate goal in managing the complex relationship between humans and wild animals is to foster coexistence, a state of living in harmony and sharing resources sustainably. Coexistence is not about eliminating all conflicts, but rather about minimizing negative interactions and finding ways for humans and wildlife to thrive alongside each other. Achieving coexistence requires a fundamental shift in our perspective, recognizing that we are not separate from nature, but rather an integral part of it. It demands that we acknowledge the intrinsic value of wild animals and their right to exist, not just for their ecological importance, but also for their own sake. Coexistence is not a utopian ideal, but a necessity for the long-term survival of all species, including our own. By embracing the principles of conservation, promoting responsible human behavior, and fostering a deep respect for the natural world, we can create a future where humans and wild animals can coexist peacefully and thrive together on our shared planet.